Hey gang, this is Jackie Van Ham, your traveling correspondent here at Chopper Town. I am in New York City this weekend at the 36th Annual Progressive International Motorcycle Show. I ran into one of my good buddies, Mr. Jeremy Cupp, who's from LC Fabrications, and one of his great bikes that has absolutely won all sorts of awards. Great, beautiful custom bike, and I figured I'd turn the camera on while he was here and do an interview real fast and show you this great bike. As always, thank you for liking, sharing, and clicking on all of our videos and supporting us here at Chopper Town. If you got any questions, feel free to type them in because Jeremy is here so we can answer questions for you. Let me turn this camera around. And like I said, I'm here with my buddy Jeremy, who is the fantastic builder of this beautiful bike. Hey Jeremy, can you tell us a little bit about this machine? What is it? What's going on with this engine? This is fantastic.
The engine is actually a 500cc Buell Blast originally. I made it a Ducati 750 SS head to it, so I made the world's first overhead cam fuel, I think. I also back halved it so I could stand it vertical, and I've got it made it to a pre-unit Triumph transmission.
Okay, that was a whole lot of technical jargon, so let's get a little bit closer and I'm going to point out what on earth he's talking about. So he was saying that this is a 500cc Buell Blast, right?
From here down.
From here down. This part is Buell Blast. From this part up, this is 750 Ducati?
That's right.
All right, so I'm sure that this must have taken a little bit of engineering and a little bit of fabrication, right?
It was quite a bit of work, yes. I remachined the entire cam chest to work as a series of idlers, which runs the belt pulley up to run the overhead cam, the stock Ducati cam.
That's incredible. That sounds like a whole boatload of work. So no wonder you've won a gajillion awards for this, right? Like this is a pretty big deal. This is really pretty special.
Yes, ma'am. I've done pretty well with it. Won the Ultimate Builder Overall Championship last year. The People's Choice at the Hand Built Show, Artistry and Iron, the AIM Expo, the Pro Show at the Smokeout. Pretty much everywhere I went.
Pretty much everywhere you're taking
it. It's been
you've
a good
won
deal.
with this. So not only is this engine clearly an engineering, I mean, this is a feat. Like, this is a really, really big deal. The rest of the bike cosmetically, really, really beautiful. Super clean, great simple lines. And I saw this for the very first time at the Hand Built Show in Austin, Texas last year. And it's an absolute stunner. It absolutely won People's Choice.
Yes, ma'am.
At Hand Built, yeah, for sure, definitely. I have to ask you, and I don't know if anybody else asked you or if I'm just a ding-dong head, what is with the mint green wheels?
I wanted kind of an ugly yet attractive color, and then figure out how to make it work. Honestly, the very first thing I did was put the wheels together and set the engine on the table. It kind of gave me could be modern, could be future,
retro.
Could be antique. Yeah, the kind of the feeling I got out of the color. I said it's a little bit gaudy and ugly, and let's make it work. It'll kind of make things stand out maybe.
So I also also want to ask you and have you talk a little bit about this front end.
The front end is my own design. I wanted to come up with, Springers have class, but they handle like crap, and hydraulic front ends, you know, they handle wonderfully, but they're just kind of boring. So I wanted, you know, something that would kind of incorporate the best of both worlds. So I call it the Hydro Springer. I used a 35mm Showa rear leg, and I took the springs out of it. It's basically just a big dampener now. Remade the bottom of the leg to carry the Springer front section, which of course carries the weight of the bike. So, like I say, the bike's supported by the Springer front leg, and it's dampened by the rear legs. Kind of the best of both.
Unbelievable, my friend. Okay, Jeremy's a super humble guy, so he's not going to pat himself too hard on the back, but that's pretty incredible. So let's check out the rest of some of the cosmetics going on. That great looking tank. This front shroud over the front frame. What's going on? What is the thought with this?
Well, actually, the overall look of the whole bike was kind of inspired by early Speedway designs. And they always had that mud guard up in there to, I'm assuming they keep the mud out of the fins in order, you know, for cooling. And so that's where the shroud came from. All the sheet metal is hand-worked aluminum. Really, the story behind that, I haven't, in previous builds I'd always done kind of square style gas tanks because I didn't really know much about forming sheet metal. And a magazine did a big article about how Jeremy Cupp can't form sheet metal. So I said, you know what, I'm going to learn how, and I'm going to make it polished aluminum so you know there's no filler in there. So, yeah.
Oh my God, I love that.
I picked the ears of Joe Cooper and Will Ramsey and learned a little bit, and made 3 gas tanks before I got this one that I was good with.
I love that. It was a grudge match for you.
It was.
They said that you couldn't form metal, and you were like, I'm going to show you. You didn't even know. And you said Will Ramsey?
Yes, ma'am.
From Faith Forgotten.
That's right.
He's great. He's right across the river from me in New Albany.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, Will's awesome. I love that guy.
And hey friends, if you're just joining us right now, this is Jackie Van Ham with Mr. Jeremy Cupp from LC Fabrications. We're doing a little bit of an in-depth interview about this incredible machine of his that's here at the New York City 36th Annual Progressive International Motorcycle Show. Just checking out this beautiful bike. So this is the business side. Let's walk around to the exhaust side.
What kind of motor is it?
It's a Buell Blast.
Buell Blast motor.
Yes, sir.
Buell Blast. Thank you. Oh,
And again, this is that 500cc Buell Blast with that 750 Ducati head.
Right. That's the belt drive system you see running up the outside. Is to drive the overhead cam now.
Unbelievable. I'm so glad I got a chance to talk to you about this. I've admired this bike since I saw it at Hand-Built, but I knew there was a lot of very special, very trick things going on here, but I had no idea of all of this work, all of this thought, all of this effort.
Yeah, the rear brakes is actually, there's 2 separate rear brake systems, 2 separate calipers. One's foot operated and one's hand operated. That way you've got, well, one you've got a backup because there's no front brake and you've got a way to hold yourself on a hill. The kicker also, you always see the kicker just kind of sticking out in midair, you know, it's like you never know what to do with it, so I made it folds out. You kickstart the bike and then it folds back into its place.
That's pretty trick. That's pretty trick. Did you guys all catch that?
So it folds out, so you can start the bike.
Nice.
Yep.
I don't know, my friends. This is a pretty incredible machine. if we've got any fans out there in Choppertown land, this bike happens to be for sale, and you can swing on by his Facebook page. Again, this incredible bike was built by LC Fabrications. And you're not in Richmond. Where are you at?
Right outside of Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Harrisonburg, Virginia.
In the mountains.
In the mountains, of course you are. So do feel free if you've got any questions or if you want more details about this bike, head on over to LC Fabrications Facebook page and go say hey to Jeremy over there. Again, this incredibly special machine is for sale. It's showing at the New York Progressive International Motorcycle Show this weekend here in New York City. Thanks again for checking out all of our videos. Hey gang, thanks again for watching all of our videos and liking and sharing these videos with your friends that love kick-ass choppers. A quick shot. Mr. Jeremy, he's super shy, so he didn't want to be on camera, but I had to bust him for it. But thanks again for watching, liking, and sharing all of these videos. We appreciate you guys out there in Choppertown land. Have a great weekend.